The beautiful car that you see to my left here is known as the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra. It has over 1500 horsepower and set an astonishing record at Nurburgring last year for a 4-door sedan with a 646 lap. All of this is available for under 100K USD, but not if you live in the United States of America. Hi, this is Ruben Tech, and today we're going to be looking at yet another example of why tariffs and US sanctions do not work as intended. If you're new to the channel, I'd like to take a moment to welcome you and ask that you hit the subscribe button down below right now. It really helps us to move forward on our mission. Now, the Xiaomi SU7 is an absolute beast of a vehicle, being both faster and cheaper than the quickest car from Tesla, the Plaid. It also holds the distinction of being the fastest production car with a built-in refrigerator. However, you don't have to take my word for it. Look at this article where Ford CEO Jim Farley admits to driving an SU7 Ultra for 6 months and says he doesn't want to give it up. Now, that might seem astonishing considering the source, but the misprint in the headline is that the Xiaomi isn't really a competitor. You see, Jim Daly has been protected from any true competition at home by the US government with his sanction list and extremely high import tariffs on Chinese vehicles, essentially eliminating them from the US market. This allows Ford and other domestic manufacturers to sit on their hands because they face no real competition, which means that the American consumer is unfortunately going to pay higher prices for a lesser product. But tariffs interrupting the free market is not the only downside to US policy, as the sanctions list was drawn up under the original Trump administration targeting many Chinese companies. And one of those companies was Xiaomi, a consumer electronics manufacturer, better known for its excellent smartphones with superior video and photography capabilities at the time. Yet we only have to look to CEO Lei Jun's own words to see what prompted the shift into vehicle manufacturing. At a 2024 Xiaomi investor event, Lei stated that the fear of US sanctions in 2021 pushed him to build an EV business from scratch, despite knowing what a notoriously challenging business segment this is. And even though Xiaomi forced a rare legal victory 4 months later, getting its name scraped off the sanctions list, Lei continued on this path. And boy, are non-US consumers glad he did, as the SU7 Ultra has had blistering demand. We can see from this article over here on Teslarati that Xiaomi quickly had to boost SU7 production to meet demand. For October, Xiaomi reached 160% utilization in its Beijing plant. I don't even know, how do you get to 160% utilization? Delivering more than 20,000 units of the vehicle. The automaker aims to boost its output even more to meet demand. In the last 2 months of 2024, Xiaomi aims for the output of 24,000 units, nearly a 200% utilization rate, reported the CNEV Post. The smartphone turned automobile company predicts SU7 EV deliveries will total 100,000 units by November. Xiaomi revised its delivery goal earlier this year to 120,000 units. Demand for the Xiaomi SU7 has been monumental. This EV currently has, I think this is written wrong, a 21 to 23 week wait time for new orders. Since August, Xiaomi's reported that it receives an average of 4,000 reservations for the SU7 each week. And in October, the company ordered pre-orders for the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra, which is expected to start around $112,000. However, this has been lower. We know that right now it's coming in under $100,000. But that's only if you can get your hands on it. We can see from this article that scalpers have been flipping Xiaomi's SU7 Ultra for huge profits just days after its launch. Second-hand Xiaomi SU7 Ultra vehicles are already being resold at inflated prices just 1 week after the car's official launch. Listing on Automotive's second-hand market platform shows dealers in cities like Wuhan, Shenzhen, and Guangzhou offering the SU7 Ultra for 548,000 to 650,000 yuan, well above the official retail price of 530,000 yuan, or roughly 73,000 US dollars. Experts believe many listings are from scalpers clashing on the car's soaring demand. The Xiaomi SU7 Ultra has been a sensation since its February 27th launch. It sold 10,000 vehicles in just 2 hours and exceeded 19,000 by March 3rd. Initially priced at 112,380 USD during pre-sales, the final starting price for the standard version dropped to 73,100 USD. That is a $39,300 USD cut. Now that's crazy. Who is cutting prices right now? Only China. This aggressive pricing, combined with the performance rivaling Porsche, tech on par with Tesla, and luxury compared to BMW and Audi, has made the SU7 Ultra a market standout. Most of these listed secondhand SU7 Ultras are brand new, with nearly half being unregistered. Some listings show minimal mileage, only 10 to 20 kilometers, suggesting owners flip the cars immediately after purchase. While these almost new vehicles offer a shortcut for eager buyers, scalpers are drawing criticism for exploiting demand and driving up prices. That's something I don't want to get into because scalpers have always been in there. Now, on this channel, we have talked many times about how America, through tariffs and sanctions, have tried to protect its own interests. But seemingly whenever it does, as in the case of NVIDIA with Huawei, it seems that instead of helping our own interests, we're actually hurting it. Here's an example of NVIDIA losing out on $5.5 billion for sanctions in the Chinese market. And now it turns out that NVIDIA isn't going to be the only one to feel the pain, as the Trump trade turmoil is threatening $300 million in China chip sales from AMD. So now the big question is, who benefits from all of this? And the answer is simply nobody. Here in this channel, we have a philosophy which I like to call MAGA, make us great again. You see, when everybody is working together, when we have true free market capitalism for widget building, it turns out that everybody wins. And I want to just emphasize their widget building. I don't think we're at the stage of the game yet where we can say free market capitalism works for such things as building roads, education, or healthcare. But without a doubt, we have shown, and that is by we, the world, that when it comes to building widgets, it definitely works. And by us trying to go away from this and trying to hold other companies back, it's clearly being shown that this is not working. Instead of forcing these companies into oblivion, we're forcing them into self-sufficiency, and they are defending themselves by improving more and more. It's literally just backfiring. Why aren't we all working together to help improve our products together, help improve prices, and help consumer choice be the best that it can be? Now, if you like this kind of content, please be sure to hit the like and subscribe button down below. That's all I got for you today. Have a great day.